Suffering from a little bit of boredom today. Busted my butt getting all my Christmas lights up, decorations up over the weekend. Then kind of had a short day at work today, so I came on home and I started playing with sharp stuff because I have a problem. Most people ask me if I suffer from it, and I tell them no, I rather enjoy it. Figured I'd provide a brief overview on some cold steel knives. Random collection of fixed and folders and odds and ends. Not a huge collection, but what I've put together over the years. I'll start over here with the folders. This is the Counterpoint. Counterpoint 1. Slightly less than a 4-inch blade. This is the AUS 10 version. I put a very nice edge on it with a fixed angle system. It's very thick behind the edge because of that very shallow flat grind coming from the center of the blade. Improved the sliciness though. The handle's very ergonomic. It's very grippy. Axis lock. Very strong knife. It is milled inset. Steel liners. I believe they're steel. They may be aluminum. This has seen quite a bit of carry time. It's a bit rough on your pockets. It'll tear your pocket up going in and out. I have modified this. It is sanded smooth underneath that clip. Just can't tell with the clip on there. Same modification's been done to this Recon 1. This is the DLC coated S35 VN edition. This is a GSM cold steel. So was this one. Most of these are, a couple are not. This is a very handy knife. This is my third or fourth Recon 1. I even had the old, it had like the axis lock on it. Back in the day, it was the partial serrated Tonto. I enjoyed it. I prefer the actual handle contours on the newer ones a little better, and the axis lock is substantially stronger. This one hasn't been thumped on much, just a few packages, things of that nature. Clip point code 4, also S35VN. Very thin knives. As cold steels go, especially axis lock cold steels, this is very carry friendly. It does not bind on your pocket. It's in and out of the pocket easily. It has enough contour. In fact, it has a similar contour to the Recon 1. So you still get good purchase on the knife. I'm not afraid of it going anywhere. It's very cold in cold weather though. If you pick this up in the cold or you leave this in the car and in direct sunlight, it'll either freeze you or it'll burn you. But I've used the hell out of that and it's still ticking. This is the Austin A Voyager Large, the 4-inch. Also steel liners. Non-skeletonized. Yep, non-skeletonized but inset steel liners. This knife is very light. It carries quite well. You do get the full 4-inch blade. This Austin A takes a wicked edge. It does hold it better than any of the 8CR13s or AUS 8s that I've used. It does hold the edge well. I've had a little issue with chipping on my Raja, but haven't had an issue with this Voyager. That very tall flat grind makes this just a slicing machine. Come down here and we've got the SRKs. This came free basically with a Trail Boss axe. Midway USA had a deal going on. This is an SK5. I got this SK5, SRK, and the Trail Boss axe, both for I think $45 for the pair. This is the Midway USA exclusive. This is the SRK CPM3V. This is flat ground, sharpened top swedge. This is mild hollow grind, blunted top edge. And this SK5 version, unlike another SK5 version that I had when they first came out, is actually thicker behind the edge than the CPM3V. And both of them are thicker than this original Japanese VG1 Sanmai 3 SRK that I have had for 20 years. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Japan, VG1, Sanmai. The Sanmai lines are perfect. The edge grind has always been perfect. Also the sharpened top swedge. Very, very thin behind the edge. Hollow ground. You'll notice that the blade comes down much further on the new GSM models. I think Cold Steel actually began that with the SK5 SRK pre-GSM. They moved that blade edge down. This has processed several mule deer, one elk, maybe a black bear. It's been used for all kinds of camp tasks and chores. The fit and finish on this is incredible. And I piggyback it. I've got this sheath with a piggyback on it. And this is a VG1 Japanese Pendleton Mini Hunter that I have carried piggyback with that SRK for many, many years. Great little knife. Very ergonomic. I can get 4 crunched fingers on it, but I've got this lanyard set up where that knot will actually slide up and down, and it feels like a full 4-finger knife when I've got that knot slid up. I just don't have a second hand right now to get a hold of it. The VG1 on both of these takes an incredibly acute edge. Very sharp. It will chip, but it's not as chippy, I found, as Cold Steel's Japanese OS 8A that I've had on like my OSI that I had, and the SRK I had that was OS 8 would chip worse. Let's go up here to big folders. One good thing about Cold Steel, people say lots of things about Lynn Thompson, everybody's got their opinion, but they unapologetically create weapons. Unapologetically. And not a lot of companies have the balls to do that. And that gave Cold Steel a serious market niche, especially since they were putting out a high-quality weapon, as opposed to a standard utility tool. And these 3 here, there's no question about it, they are for use as a weapon. You're not going to whip that out and somebody's going to go, oh, can I clip the end of my cigar with that bad boy? No. This is the Raja 2. This is a GSM. This is OS 10. Very large knife. This one is incredibly smooth. The lock is not over tight, over strong. It has a very good feel to it. I actually enjoy using it. Doesn't carry as well as this OS 10A Espada, but the lock on this Espada, it's much stiffer. Much stiffer. The Frenzy 2 S35VN, I love the blue pattern that it has on the handle. It is a very straight, very niche design. Absolutely just a weapon. It is very lightweight for its size, though, and it is very easy to carry. This is Outdoorsman. This is a VG10 Sanmai 3. So this is a GSM. The lamination line is not perfect. The Japanese SRK I have, perfect. The lamination line here, the blade grind was not perfect. It is not completely symmetrical. I have used this, but not a whole lot. I do enjoy its aesthetic. I enjoy its feel in hand. Not only will it work in the outdoors for 90% of your chores, it also is a weapon. Next, I have the Cold Steel Recon Scout. This is the CPM 3V version, and one of my newest additions to the collection. This is a GSM, and the fit and finish is impeccable. There is not a thousandths difference in that edge grind from side to side. The swedge is absolutely perfect. It terminates to the bottom side and to the tip side at exactly the same location on both sides. It is very well done. I am impressed with this in the CPM 3V from GSM. Cold Steel Master Hunter. This has been full convexed. This is a GSM VG10 Sanmai. The Sanmai, the lamination line, was not perfect on this either, but became perfect once I reground the bevel and did a convex on it to a mirror polish. I've used it. I love it. The size, feel, blade shape, drop point on this is incredibly nice. These are great knives. AUS 10 Pendleton Hunter. I have not had the chance to use this one. I love the ergonomics. Very nice. Lloyd Pendleton was an incredible knife designer. As you saw, I've been using the Mini for many years, and I have been using the Light for many years. For 116, this is my third or fourth Light. I've also had the Roach Bellies, the Canadian Belts, the Finn Wolves. I've had the Tonto Light, the Outdoorsman Light. This one's seen quite a bit of use. Excellent ergonomics, fantastic blade geometry. The Pendleton Hunters are incredible slicers. This is the Kyoto 2. Cute, cheap. Makes a decent little backup weapon. A little bit thin. Not a bad knife overall, though. Well, there you go. A little overview of some of the cold steel knives in my collection at the moment. I hope everybody's having a good evening. If you're as bored as me, let me know. If you know anything about any of these that I may not, let me know. If you have experience with any of these, I I've always been curious. I haven't had the chance to use the Master Hunter or the Pendleton Hunter on big game animals, but the time will come. I have used the Pendleton Light for some small game. Well, everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good talking to you.